Hey everybody, MaJ Cooking, episode
10.
Number 10. Wow, number 10. This is
Yeah.
kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing things a little different today. We're doing our normal episode that you'll do your wonders with later, and we're on Mom's Facebook Live.
Yeah.
So we'll change it up a little bit.
Double camera.
Double camera.
Yeah.
So hope everyone's doing good. Beautiful Sunday. The weather is fantastic. We have a really nice kind of summery appetizer. Ceviche. You know what ceviche is?
Not really, no.
You don't?
No.
Okay. So ceviche is a South American dish. It's usually made with raw fish, okay? And what you add to ceviche is acids, so citrus, lemons, limes, and the juice of lemons and limes. And what that does to the raw fish is it actually cooks it a little bit. So you don't have to actually barbecue it or actually put it in the oven. It actually cooks a bit. So we're doing ours a little bit different today. Now, of course, we don't have fresh fish available to us. Well, fish that, you know, we can be 100% sure that there aren't like bacteria and stuff. So what we did is we parboiled the fish that we're going to use today. We're going to really kick it up a couple notches today. We got some really, really nice scallops and some really big tiger shrimp, okay? So I just parboiled those like less than a minute, put them in some ice water. This is a cold appetizer, okay? And it's really, really simple. So we have all of our ingredients here. So these are our beautiful black tiger shrimp that again have just been parboiled for about a minute, and we have some nice sea scallops that we're going to cut up in a little bit. We have some fresh cilantro, we have a whole lemon, a whole lime, we have like a quarter of a sweet onion, we have a green onion, a little bit of cucumber, a little bit of jalapeno, some avocado, and then what do we have over here, Mateo? What do you think's over here? What do you go through that?
We got some olive oil.
Yeah.
We got black pepper, salt, some smoked paprika, and then we got some garlic.
That's right. And then we have a few leaves here of baby spinach that we're going to use towards the end when we're going to plate it and then give it a taste, okay?
Yeah.
So first things first, this dish does not take a long time to make. And what we're going to do is we want to get the seafood cut up and also into the citrus as quickly as possible so that it can actually start to cook in that citrus. So that then by the time we chop up all of our other ingredients and mix it together and season it up, it'll be ready for us to taste. So let's get to it.
That's good.
Okay, so first step first. So we're gonna tag team today?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna look after the seafood and get the citrus going. Why don't you get the, oh geez, the onion fell apart here. Why don't you cut up the onion? And we just wanna cut this really, really fine, okay? So nice fine dice, remember how to do that?
Like a chop, yeah?
Very, very fine, yeah.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do here is first thing I've got my big bowl here, and we're going to cut up our lemon, and we're just going to juice the whole lemon here. I'm going to fish out those seeds in a minute. We'll just try to get as much juice of that lemon as possible. All right, we'll do the other half here. All right. So it's kind of fun, Mateo, when we get to try something that you've never had before, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mystery, right?
I love trying new things just because I don't know the experience. Like I've never actually like, except that I've never tried it, like learning about them and just like
Of course.
having a different feel for different tastes and different flavors.
Right. It's a wonderful thing about food, right? Is that there's so many different options.
Yeah.
And we've done a lot of cooking with meat, right? We love our barbecue. We love steak. We love chicken, right? This is actually, I think, episode 10 is, I think, our first episode that we're actually doing something fish, from the fish and seafood family. So this is going to be kind of fun, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take out some of these seeds here. And we'll just get rid of those. All right. Just get those in the sink. All right, so this ended up being about a half a cup. So we have about half a cup of citrus, which is great. And we have about a pound of fish here, right? So about half a cup of citrus with about, about a pound of fish or seafood. There's different types of ways you can make ceviche. So it doesn't have to be with shrimp and scallops. That's what we're doing today. There are tons of different types of fish that can be used for this. This is what we're doing today. So all I'm going to do before we get into kind of some of the other chopping and things that we're going to do, I'm just going to cut the seafood into really just small bite-sized pieces. So we'll start with the shrimp first. These are big guys, so I'm going to cut them like in 3 or 4, okay? We'll just do that. How's the onion coming along?
Looks good so far.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good size so far.
So maybe we get those a little finer, I think, Mateo, right? Because that's going to actually go in as a garnish with this really nice salad. We'll just put those here.
The worst thing about cutting onions is the burning of your eyes.
Oh yeah, how are your eyes doing? Normally you, are they burning?
Yep,
They're starting to burn?
I think I know what time it is. I think it's time for the onion goggles.
Uh-oh, I guess you'll be right back?
Yep.
All right. All right, so these are, the shrimp is all pretty much cut up. So I'm just gonna put the shrimp right into the citrus here. Okay, and we're gonna give that a little bit of a stir just to get that going. All right, and as this shrimp is in with the citrus, it's actually gonna start to cook, and the shrimp will actually start to go even whiter than it is now, okay? So now with these scallops here, so normally with these larger scallops, there's this little flap here on the side. So you usually wanna just peel that off. It comes off really easy. And why? So this is actually a very tough piece of the scallop, okay? So you know what, you can leave it on if you want, it won't hurt you, but it is a little bit tougher than the rest of the flesh. So we're just gonna pull those off really easily. We'll take that one off. Each one of these has one. So that's a great way to defend your eyes from onions.
For sure.
Right? What do you think, everybody? That's pretty cool. All right. So now with the scallops, we can chop them up as well. I'm actually going to slice. These are a really nice size here. So I'm just going to cut them in threes. Just going to slice them like that. All right. Put that aside. We'll do the same with this guy. Just cut them in threes. That onion looks fantastic, pal. So you can probably just put that aside, and let's get to maybe our cucumber next. This guy's a bit bigger, we'll do 4.
Should I put it on this plate?
I think so, yeah, sure. It's all gonna be mixed together in a couple of minutes anyway. This does not take a long time to pull together. All right, so now we're gonna put our scallops in there as well. Again, we're just gonna give it a nice stir and get all of that really nice citrus juice pretty much covering everything that we have there, okay? And again, as this is sitting and as we're getting the rest of our ingredients ready, this is already, I can already start to see that they're actually starting to go a little white, which is what we want, okay? So we'll leave that there like that. Okay, so I'm going to just put that here. I'm just gonna go and just give this cutting board a quick rinse and a wash. All right, Mateo, I think the cucumber is next. Let's just cut the cucumber and we're gonna go nice and fine with that once again, okay?
Okay. I should rinse my cutting board first though, shouldn't I?
I think you should.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right.
We'll just exchange spots.
Perfect.
Okay, and we're gonna give ourselves a nice clean knife here. All right, so I've got a really nice avocado. We're gonna actually put avocado in ours. You can put tomato, you can put different types of vegetable. We're gonna go with an avocado. And I'm just gonna probably go with half, I think. So I'm just gonna cut around this way. All right, and we'll save this half there. All I like to do is just strike my knife through without piercing the skin. Pretty easy. We'll just do a cross here. All right.
Over a cucumber.
And that should, and then we'll just invert it like this. Very nice and easy. Oh, look at that.
Awesome.
Right? So we're gonna put the avocado in right away because avocado is one of those things, if you've made guacamole before, if you've used avocado, it does start to change color quick. So equally, it's gonna really enjoy being in the lemon and lime juice. There we go. All right, so take our spoon here and we'll give that all a nice stir.
Nice thin slices, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna maybe not slice them. I think we want to just dice them. I think so. You can cut them like in strips, maybe. Yeah, maybe cut that in half. Maybe cut the that's right. Yeah, cut that in half.
And then cut it into another half.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
And then just a nice little dice. Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna grab my green onion and we're just going to just chop it up. Again, everything is relatively fine. And we want the star of the show here to be the seafood, and everything else around it is just going to build different types of textures, different types of flavors. All right? All right.
Perfect.
So we can throw that cucumber right inside. I think we can
Right
actually
here?
I think so, Mateo, yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
And our jalapeno.
So jalapeno. Okay, so how about I do that?
Yeah,
And how about you do the cilantro?
for sure.
So let's chop up the cilantro. We're gonna probably end up, I think for this kind of quantity, maybe it ended up being like maybe 2 tablespoons of chopped cilantro. It doesn't have to be like overly fine, but just give it a good chop, okay?
I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse.
Sure.
Before we start.
All right, so then with the jalapeno pepper, I've taken out most of the pith, which is the white part, as well as most of the seeds, because we don't want to actually add too much heat to this. Obviously, jalapenos will retain their heat if you use all of the seeds and all the pith. So we took a little bit out, we gave a little bit of heat, but nothing too overpowering. You can smell that jalapeno, wow, that's great. Just nice and fine like that. All right, we're gonna put that in there as well. And we're gonna keep stirring as we go because again, the more that we move the seafood around and the citrus, the faster it'll absorb it. Really smelling nice here.
A lot of different flavors inside of that.
It's really, the smell is just excellent. I'm looking forward to trying this.
For sure.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of some of these plates here. I don't think we're gonna have to chop anymore. Think that's good?
I think so. Okay.
Let's hit all that cilantro into the bowl.
A little closer.
It can go right here, right
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Put
nice.
it right in. Yeah, put it right in.
All around.
Don't be too fussy with this. All right,
Just pop it in there.
that's good.
Awesome.
Okay.
Perfect.
So now I think we're ready for our spices. So as Mateo's, actually, why don't you hit that with the onion? Let's get the onion in there and we'll give it a good little stir. There you go. That's good. All right. So you can really see here how this is really coming together really nicely here. It's quite colorful. You can see lots of the nice green from the jalapeno and the cilantro, green onion. Okay, Mateo, time for the olive oil.
Olive oil.
Our garlic and spices, so let's do the olive oil. So we had about like a couple tablespoons, I think, is probably what that was.
Nice big
And
mixture.
I'll get the garlic here. It's about like a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic. All right. And there you have it, folks. This is our own ceviche on MaJ Cooking, episode 10. That's really all it is. It's really, what do you think? What do you think
It
of
looks
that?
awesome so far.
It looks pretty good, eh?
It's delicious.
All right, so why don't we tidy up some of this here? Let's get rid of some of these cutting boards here. I'll take that from you.
Perfect.
Why don't you grab our serving bowl there, Mateo?
Sure.
I'm gonna give this a wipe.
So we got a medium-sized bowl that we're gonna put
Let's
on.
just give this a
We're gonna
wipe.
plate a
Get
little
rid
bit.
of these. All right. I'm excited. What about you?
I'm excited. Yeah.
All right. All right, so all we have here is we have our bowl, as Mateo said. I've got some baby spinach. We're just going to put a few leaves. That'll form kind of the base. And again, you can serve this in different ways. Some people serve this, so in restaurants, you can actually see it served in a martini glass, in different types of bowls. I think that's going to be good for us, I think. What do you think?
Looks good.
Okay. All right, so now if you want, you can actually put this back in the fridge for about 20 minutes or an hour. Some people even like to leave it even longer, but because we parboiled the seafood, it's still going to give us the texture that I'm looking for, okay? And it's going to be safe. So I think we're gonna just, this has been in here for like 5 minutes or so, so I think that's plenty. So I'm just going to put a little bit here, so we have just put that right on top like that. The shrimp.
A little bit of our avocado, all that stuff.
There we go. What do you say?
Looks awesome.
And there we have it. That's our very own ceviche.
Looks awesome.
Time to try?
Time to try.
All right, you go first. So let's get a couple of forks here.
Yep. All right, let's get started.
First time to try ceviche. There you go.
I know.
You go first. You let me know what you think.
Okay.
I'll dig in there too.
Mmm,
What do you think of that?
delicious.
Is it good? Mmm. That is really tasty.
It's nice and you can taste the citrus inside of it for sure.
Very citrusy. But all the flavors, the sweetness of the sweet onion, which kind of offsets a little bit of that smokiness in the smoked paprika, which gives a really nice little aftertaste. Yeah. All right. Well, that was a very quick episode, number 10 for MaJ Cooking. And we tried something different. We went live. Hope everyone that's watching enjoyed it. Our episode will be on, I guess, tonight.
Hopefully.
All right. And that, I think, is a wrap. Mateo, good job. That was a quick one. That was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
We've had a ton of fun so far. More episodes to come.
Yeah.
More interesting things that we'll cook together.
Yep.
And until then, thanks everybody.
See you next time.